whatever skill, whatever knowledge that you have, it becomes obsolete after 5 years, right? So to me, for me to stay up to date, my network is really, really important. And it's also...
How do you handle stress?
Stress, whatever products that you're selling, you will never sell a product for everyone. Even chocolate is not for everyone.
Okay.
Right? So
if you were a beverage, which beverage would your personality represent and why?
If I was a beverage, I would say I'll be tea.
Hello guys, welcome back to Make Your Own Destiny podcast, the podcast that inspires you to shape your future. Talking about shaping your future, there's one skill that's very important and I think everyone should have it. And that skill is sales. You need to know how to sell, because if you're not selling, then you are being sold to all the time. I remember there's a book that I read. It's called Sell or Be Sold by Sabri Subri. It's a very nice book. If you haven't read it, I recommend you to go and read it, and I'll put the link to that book down in the description below. It's going to give you a lot of insights about selling, how to sell. Some people are selling products, some people are selling themselves. At the end of the day, you need to know how to sell a product or to sell yourself in the job market. You might ask me, I don't do business, I don't have anything to sell, so why should I learn sales? It's because at the end of the day, even if you are employed, you need to know how to sell yourself to your employee. That's very important. Let's say you want to start a relationship. You need to sell yourself to your partner. You need to know what you have to offer. If I give you this cup right now and I tell you, sell me this cup, you should be able to convince me to buy this cup right away. So that's how important sales is. Without sales, there's no life. Without sales, you cannot make money, you cannot do anything. You'll just be lonely. You won't have friends because you need to sell to your friend that you are worth it, being their friend. So it's very important to know how to sell. So today's guest is very special, and she's a sales expert, and she works with, I can say, the best brand in the world. If not the best, it is by far the most known brand in the world. It's because whenever I see red, I think of Coca-Cola. There's no one in this world, I believe, who doesn't know about Coca-Cola. No matter how remote you go, no matter what village you go to in Tanzania, you will find Coca-Cola. And she is a commercial director of Coca-Cola, but she has a lot of interest in sales, and also she is, I can say, a philanthropist, because she runs several organizations, NGOs, I mean. So we have Fatma Mnaro. Before Fatma Mnaro introduces herself, we have a lot to share with her. First, if you like this kind of guests in our podcast, please like this video, subscribe, and turn on the notifications, because whenever we upload, you'll be the first one to get our videos. It supports us a lot when you subscribe, because this video will reach a lot of people just by you liking it and subscribing it. Fatma, you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing?
I am well, thank you.
First of all, you had troubles in finding our studio.
It happens. That we're here, and I'm just inspired by what you guys do on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
And the fact that you and Monty and the rest of the team are also inspiring the younger generation to, be very ambitious and to also attain their goals.
Yeah.
To me, that's really important. So thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Thank you for making time out of your busy schedule to come here and talk to the youth. I hope you who is watching right now will enjoy this, because, as I said, we have a lot to share. And stay all the way to the end, because there is a lot of value that will be shared today. Take a notebook, write down notes so that you won't miss anything that will be talked about today. So without further ado, for people who don't know you, because I just gave a very short introduction about you, who is Fatma Mnaro?
So Fatma is a very passionate commercial leader.
Okay.
Who is driven by a very deep desire to make a very positive impact in the community.
Okay.
My journey started when I was about 15, and my parents back in Arusha, they are the ones that introduced me to business at a very young age.
Okay.
I worked in the shops during holiday seasons. I used to work with them, and at one point in time, I was running their businesses.
Okay.
And later on, I have had the privilege and the blessing to work with multinational organizations such as SAB, ABI. I've also worked for Heineken, Coca-Cola. I'm now also sitting in different boards, including Celcom as a non-executive board director.
Okay.
I'm also in African Reflections Foundations as a board director, as well as a vice chair. And when it comes to family, I am a mother of 3 and also a wife of 1. I have to emphasize on that. a wife of 1, and I'm also a daughter, and I'm also the eldest of 3.
Okay.
And yeah, so that's me in a nutshell.
Yeah. Behind the camera, we talked about you having a passion for law.
Yes.
But then you're not pursuing law anymore. You are a business leader, I can say. So what motivated you to transition from having a passion of law to being a business leader?
Life happens, and I think that even to the youth that are also watching, they should also know that not everything that you aspire to be or you want to be, or the goals that you have, will be attained. But the only thing that has to remain is the values that you have for yourself and for the people that surround you. Okay. So I did have a passion for law, but unfortunately there were some circumstances that I encountered that changed the course of my life, of which I had to change my course. At that point in time, I was applying for university. So I had to change the course, and I had to apply for a business related compared to what I wanted, which was law.
Okay.
So it was a personal experience, and unfortunately, I did not pursue law. But the thing is that even by not me pursuing law, I would say I still practice law in one way or another when it comes to the values that I have as a person. Integrity, good sportsmanship. So to me, that's really important, and they are embedded in the aspiration of being a lawyer, because I believe that even lawyers have to have ground, a foundation, which should be the values that I've mentioned.
No.
Yeah.
When in Mchaga?
Napana.
You said you're from Arusha.
Yeah, I'm from Arusha, but I'm a Pare.
Oh,
yes.
You're a Pare.
Yeah.
Do you have a shop?
Do I have a shop?
Yeah.
So back at home, my parents do.
Okay.
Yes.
So Chagas and Pare, do they have some kind of relationship? How are they related, the two?
They're both from they're tribes both from Kilimanjaro.
Okay.
So that's how they are related in one way or another. Yeah. So
who has been the most significant influence in your career? Like, what inspired you?
I'd say that my parents, as I said, I come from a background which is my parents were business people, are still. they are still business man and woman.
Yeah.
And they are the ones that have really inspired me when it comes to business, building me up when it comes to resilience as a business person. When it comes to relationships, they are the ones that have set that foundation